Hello TikTok. This is a timely reminder and a good reminder for myself, but also it's a reminder for present customers, new customers and tradespeople as well. I'm happy to work on day rate. I normally offer day rate where customer wants to provide materials or be more involved themselves. The risk and the issue with this is if the customer provides materials, then Upcycle Interiors don't have control of the job. We don't know when things are going to arrive, we don't know what's going to be provided, and the job is not ours, it's the customer's job, and we're providing a labour only service. And that's a bit of what I call a wild card, because I don't know how long the job's going to take. So how can I fix the price? This today is what I would call a classic example of why day rate does work when the customer's provided materials. Let's just see if I can turn the video round. No, don't know how to do that. So here we go. We've got a plank of wood here. It's lovely. It's been oiled. I've drawn on some angles. There and there. And that's the angles of this, sorry, I'm trying not to trip over. That's the angles of this lovely fireplace, which you might have seen I rebuilt last week. So the issue we've got is that the overhang out here is approximately 200 mil. So if you measure from this point, then the piece of wood is big enough. But the piece of wood's coming out further, it's overhanging to about here. So you've got to measure somewhere out here, all the way across to somewhere about there, which gives a much longer dimension, because obviously this is at an angle. See if I can point here. So this length across here is going to be longer when you measure out here than it is when you measure here, or obviously if you measure here. So I've measured across from there, transferred that on, and it's okay. And that's what you would think. You'd say it's the right length. But we need to measure out here, which is an unknown distance, is 20 centimeters. So what we do is we do a check dimension. We measure at the back. So I take that line that I've drawn there, measure at the back there, and it's something like 1955. I can't remember now. And you think, no, it should be there. It's not. It's out here, which is off the end of the piece of wood. So the piece of wood is probably short by, I would say, at least 200 mil. Now, the only way I can figure out how to do that would be to reduce this width right down to be really slim, to be almost the same size as this stone. And that's going to look awful because the stone's obviously a rough surface and you want a bit of an overhang on there. So I can't work out any way to do it with that one lovely, beautiful plank of wood that the customer's provided and oiled, I think last night, ready for me to install it. There's no way I can grow it. There are no other bits. That's the only piece. I mean, I could, this is what we're talking about here. So that line's coming somewhere out here. I could try and cut a triangular piece from that waist there, stick it on over there. It's not going to look very good. It's going to be pretty obvious. I would say it's going to stand out like a sore thumb. As soon as you walk in, you're going to see that the piece of wood's not long enough. So the issue is, here's my tools. I'm here. I'm booked in today. I'm going to install that, put some cables, cut this, get some cables down the back of there. Then the TV can get set up. This was going to be installed. I was going to put some screws in the back of the piece of wood to bed them down into like a mortar bed with some glue as well, Stixel or something like that. That was my plan for today. That's scuppered. I can't see any way around it, apart from ripping the piece of wood down to be really narrow, and I still don't think that's going to work. So as far as I'm concerned, that needs to be reordered. Obviously I'm booked out for today. That's going to be reordered. I'll have to book in another day. The good news is I've got some skirting. Sorry, the lighting's not very good in here. Got some skirting to do around the room, and there's a lot of other jobs on this particular project. It's a light touch refurbishment. There's another room to completely redo. There's a few bits in the corridor. So I've got other jobs to do today, but you know, I've come and prepared and set up tools ready for this, and then things have changed through no fault of my own. And honestly, it's a mistake the customer's made. I could have made that mistake myself. Honestly, if I hadn't double checked that dimension at the back, I could have easily made that mistake myself. The difference is, if it's day rate, it's not my mistake. I'm here. I still need to get paid for the day. It's good because I've got other jobs I can do for this particular customer, so it's not wasted time. If that was a fixed price and I had given a quote to the customer and I'd made that mistake, that's on me. I would be kicking myself. I would, remind myself, put a note in my, I've got flow charts and things, checklists. I would put a note in to, double check when you're doing angles, measure the back as well as the front. But it is a simple mistake. It's just a reminder of why day rate can or can't work and the repercussions when it's suitable for you as a customer. And if you're a tradesperson, it's a timely reminder that if the customer's controlling materials, you really can't give a fixed price, because I could have given a fixed price for this, turned up, and then I can't install it. Well, what happens then? I lose out on money because I don't get paid until it's installed. Whereas if you're a tradesperson and you're given a price based on labour and time, my time is still being spent here. Obviously, it's not being spent very productively because I've just spent an hour trying to, scratch my head and trying to work out how to get this to fit, but I can't work out any way of doing it. So yeah, it works for both sides and it's fair for both sides. And it's just a timely reminder really for myself and hopefully for everyone else. I'll stop waffling. Have a good day. Bye.